Key, what is a normal relationship? This question came from the webinar, Stop Attracting Narcissists and Start Manifesting the Life of Your Dreams. An interesting one. What is a normal relationship? Well, to the person who asks this question, my question to you would be to be curious about healthy models of relationship that you have been exposed to. And for many of us, we may not have been exposed to healthy models of relationship. Many of us grew up watching fairy tales, the Disney films, the romantic rom-coms. So to some degree, we may not have a realistic blueprint of what a healthy relationship is. I personally am a fan of interdependence. See, in toxic relationships, we become enmeshed, right? Enmeshed. So we become wedded together. Not great for your greatness. A healthy relationship is when each person is an individual and they still have things going on in your life and their own life, their own friends, their own interests, their own hobbies, their own identity. Often for many of us empaths, because of our need for external validation, we end up abandoning aspects of self in order to become enmeshed with somebody else. Enmeshed, I often think of like a lock. You know, when someone locks their hair, all the hair is intertwined, you can't separate it. And so that is not a healthy model for relationships. When we're interdependent, we have our own life, our own interests, our own activities, we have our own friends, and then we come together. So we actually support each other a bit like that, like a triangle. But when we're enmeshed, we're totally merged together. And this is one of the many ways we lose our identity. Empaths, our given nature, often means we sacrifice so much of ourselves for love. And it's one of the many reasons why we wake up one day and we don't know who we are anymore. Healthy love is about being able to ask for what you need. Remember, many of us empaths, often as a child, our needs weren't met. So we hyper attune to the needs of others. And so we never ask for what we want. Sometimes we don't even know what we want. It's also about, in my view, having difficult conversations. Therapeutic terms is we call it ruptures and repairs. So there's always going to be a rupture in a relationship. We can expect that. But how the repair work happens is of crucial importance for us to pay attention to. Often, empaths are the people always doing the repairs, conceding, compromising, giving in to the other, losing sight of their own self. So it would be to pay good attention to how, one, ruptures happen, but really pay attention to repair. Are you the person doing all the work? Empathic people, healthy relationships, yes, at times you may want to go above and beyond. We become conscious of that in our behavior. It's a wonderful trait we have. But we also become very discerning about when that becomes excessive. Sometimes we need to learn to pull back. We don't need to be spending £3,000 on a present for somebody. Why can't we maybe do an experience? So you also watch your gift giving, because that is also another aspect where we can overcompensate. Be careful of that. But what I am a massive advocate of, as someone like yourself who's been in unhealthy relationships, is I think the most essential key, truthfully, is to start to develop your self-awareness. Now that is crucial to you, because now I can pay attention to my red flag behaviors. I have to pay attention because it's so hardwired into us. It's highly likely we'll go for similar types. Yes, Bob, Dick, Derek, James, Susan, Sharon, different people, but similar traits. So I can still be drawn to similar types. You don't just break that cycle. It's very unconscious. But your self-awareness within a relationship will help you to know, am I trying too hard? Have I stopped speaking my truth? Do I fear that if I speak my truth, I will be abandoned, so I keep my mouth shut? Not great for your greatness. We need to learn to find our voice. And empaths, this will be difficult for us. We need to learn to ask for what we need, because to my mind, these are healthy factors for a loving, healthy relationship. And you need to be careful, like I said, as ever, be careful of that going above and beyond. But fundamentally, empaths, as you journey, you also need to be focusing on developing yourself. Often we have put all our eggs in one basket and we expect love to win the day, just like in the movies. And it doesn't work like that. It's about also having your own identity. And if you have a partner who's controlling and manipulative and they've got problems, if you go out with Beryl and Betsy for a Saturday night disco, not great for your greatness. Sometimes we interpret that as them loving us, and that is a part of the issue. So pay good attention, especially in the early days when we're growing attached. And when you see shabby behavior, you have to notice what you do. Do you call it out? Do you make justifications, explanations? Do you talk it away? Not great for your greatness. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you've got any other questions, feel free to submit. I'm always happy to answer. Do take care of you, because if you don't, who will? Peace.